GM, welcome to this week's episode of the Fantasy Top Deck Building Series. I am your host, The Carpenter. Alongside me, as always, Big Brain Frog HK. HK, how are you, brother?
Yeah, doing well. Just one of those weekends. Yesterday I had to do a bit of manual labor for once, like lifting stuff and like throwing stuff away, and otherwise, it's been all right.
Like some spring cleaning before spring.
Yeah, it was more like I had to empty a garage, just because we had to get
Oh,
something
yeah.
new in it. But yeah, no, doing all right. We had like the biggest Bitcoin crash in a while, down to 60K, right? And
Dude, what's crazy about that is, so in the chat with you, me, and Crab, I'd been looking at the markets right before that, and I had told you guys because Crab had opened up a long or something, or no, he bought some spot, and I was like, yeah, I'm looking to deploy some powder. I think we might go maybe 10% lower and then bounce, and then like I ended up buying some still, but I didn't do as much as I wanted to, and then it literally bounced shortly thereafter, and I was like. And then it started going back down again. But that just goes to show that even a blind squirrel, shout out to Blind Squirrel, finds a nut every once in a while. So
yeah, I mean, I only bought a bit, but like, because I don't really hold that much Bitcoin. But anyways, but yeah, no, I was the same, as in I was trying to time the bottom. I was hoping it dipped a bit more so I could get like a 50K entry or something, but. Yeah, I know this timed it perfectly, and I kind of knew we were gonna go down. Like, kind of just wanted to get over and done with. But it's glad that I'm glad. So in a way, I'm glad that we've gone down quick, so other things can start moving. And hopefully, we get like a few months where it's around this range for a while before others are predicting we're gonna go more down. But let's see, but yeah, another tournament, right? Fantasy. I've not actually been that clued up on, like the heroes and who's optimal this week. So it's going to be good going through each of these heroes and that. So what I'll do is I'll probably just start like going through, the options, right? As you can see, I've already filtered 1 and 2 stars. But yeah, no, I noticed DCF is back to posting, so I do like him as a 2-star option, right? KMV also started posting, so he's an interesting option. And I have quite a lot of comments of both, right? Like 10 of him and 10 of
KMV has been posting again.
Yeah, he has. And the DCS price has got a bit higher because he started posting. And then you got Luca Nets. I literally think, like, if you're building your top deck, you start off with any combination of those three, right? And I definitely think that's the way to go for now. And then obviously Beanie also posted. So I do think maybe he might be okay as well. ILO posted when BTC dipped. Still not showing ILO, to be honest. I'll probably leave him for bronze. But you got Franklin also, who I don't think. I think his ceiling's not as high, right? Like, he can still do well. Like, you never know when he goes viral, but given that his strategies doesn't work anymore, like, you can see that he hit 700 here, but given that his strategy of posting under a comment doesn't work as it used to do when he was previously a hero, I think options like Franklin, Ultra probably. I'd almost say like DCA.
You like Ultra? I have a lot of Ultras.
I think Ultra's okay, but then given that Ultra doesn't really be that active on the TL, like, it's hard for you to continue doing well, right? Like, if I had to choose, I'll probably say like DCF, KNV, Beanie, Franklin, then Ultra. So like, you've just got 5 2-stars there. And then as for 1-star, like I said, Luca Net's probably the top option. Possibly ILO.
I got a couple common Luca Nets, which I'm happy with.
Yeah.
What do you like? I just bought KNV. Well, maybe not. It said rejected transaction. Nope, it went through. It still went through. I gotta remember. I gotta start picking your brain on this stuff beforehand, so I don't get front ran. I gotta start using my alpha that I have, which is first line access to my boy.
Yeah. And then I think there's a few like flyer options like Cyrus and Lil Moon Lambo, and I do think those could do well, but it's like, yeah, I think there is a good range of options that could make it interesting. See how it goes, I guess, especially with 1 and 2 stars. But yeah, I think I've pretty much covered that for 1 and 2s. If we move on to 3 stars, great, it's doing that thing where I can't see cards again, so I'm gonna have to
Oh,
refresh.
no.
I'm gonna have to refresh my screen 1 second.
Is it? Heck yeah, I'm looking at the 0 to 3 stars. We have some decent 3-star options. I like Fapital again this week. Let me see what he's been doing. As long as he's actually been posting, he's been like hit and miss. Like even when he does post, his last post was on the 7th, which was yesterday, and it peaked at 404. His last post to crack 600 was in January 28th. So maybe I don't like Fapital as much as I thought. Watch, but he'll crush this week. Franklin's a 2-star, but I don't think he's got the magic he used to have. He definitely does not.
Yeah,
What's up, baby?
it's because we nerfed that strategy now, innit? So yeah, it's definitely not the same. And that's something because I did see like
that strategy of his is no longer good. Sorry, I had to walk out of the room quick to have my daughter fill up my boy's milk. Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. Let me just see quickly. Still running. Yeah. So Fapital, yeah, it's finally run. So if I score a lot high. Yeah, I fancy Psycho at 3, probably. Not as my top option. Like you've got Davis, who hasn't been that great lately.
He
But,
stayed at a low star for a while lately. I don't like it.
I think Biden was a good option. I think he's one that can possibly, hit 600, 700 possibly. Even Gabriel Shapiro, I think it's been a while since I've seen him at 3, to be honest. I usually have 4 or 5-star most weeks. So maybe not the ceiling compared to other heroes, but, Yano has always been like a decent option when you put him as low star. Relatively inactive lately since like the start of this month. Arthur, let's see, one hero that I've probably not really been looking at much, to be honest, but had that good performance.
And that's the old Arthur, right? That's not the new Arthur. Or no, I'm thinking of Andy. I'm thinking of Andy, not Arthur.
Yeah. He used to have
only one Arthur.
Solana PFP project again. Mad Lads.
Oh, he has a Solana PFP project?
He used to have Mad Lads PFP. Now it's
Mad Lads. Yeah. I thought you were saying he was dropping a new one.
No. I like Hugo. I think he has a high ceiling. Shoku's on private still, I believe. Evan Van Ness and who's at the bottom here? Enguin and Fapital. Yeah, I mean Fapital's a good risk. He's a bit of a high risk option, but has a ceiling. Same with Hugo. I do think you're playing with a lot of risk at the 3-star range. In the 3-star range, like there's not really like a set stone hero that has momentum that's really gonna really do well. Although I think in the current market, like shit posters, Vidamo, even Mando, who hasn't really had a good tournament in a while, he's definitely due. And I mean, I have a lot of his cards, but I think he's due a good tournament. And obviously got AP as well, so there's definitely a wide range of options there. There isn't like a standout option where you have to buy that card to win, which I think makes it interesting. Like sometimes I don't like it when you have to buy like a 0.05. Like an expensive card just to have like the best deck, right? But yeah, I think that covers 3. Like Gaga as well, I'll probably just mention just because
I pulled one of him. I was going to ask you about him.
I think it's a decent option, given that there's not really a standout option this week. I think I'll definitely be playing a few.
You like Bo or not?
I think it depends. Like I feel her ceiling's kind of dropped now. partly because you go inactive for a bit, then all of a sudden you don't at that same sort of level. But she's had a few good tournaments in January. So I'm not ruling out like a top 50 score from her. So I mean, and like I said, I try to like keep a lot of commons for, especially of heroes that remain low star. So
Mhm.
8 commons I've got. Like I said, I'm most likely going to play a lot of these in bronze in any sort of.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so bronze, I've been staying away from bronze because I feel like I'm not able to play as many silver decks if I do bronze. Um, bronze is probably the better place to play though, right? Or do you feel like there's more people on bronze? I feel like there's a lot more decks in bronze too. Are you still there, HK? HK.
Can you hear me?
Now I can.
Yeah, I clicked the mute button. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Yeah,
I had
I
to
think
click it too. I had to bark at my daughter. Not really bark at her, but tell her to stop having the dogs bark to let him out.
I think
The
with
dogs
bronze,
are
what I do
barking
is
like
I
crazy.
keep multiple copies just because you never know when they become 1 and 2 star, right? And that helps my silver decks, right?
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
which is why I kind of just play bronze just by default in a way.
Oh, okay,
But
yeah. Oh, because you have
but
so many copies of the. I've actually
yeah,
been
so many
buying a
copies.
lot here lately. A lot, like, well, I've always been buying, but I've been kind of picking up. Like on these shows, I buy because I get the alpha from you. So, like, I picked up a couple K and Vs. I meant to pick up a common. What's his name? DCF, but I picked up a rare, which is fine. I think I spent like 0.01 ETH so far. Let me look at my activity. What I just spent since we've been on show. I've spent okay, so I picked up a rare, or well, so yesterday I picked up a common Sinez at floor because I seen he was up high, and then I realized from talking to you this morning that that might have been just a one-off banger, and I probably shouldn't have put much merit into that. But Sinez, if you're watching this, or if the AI that I'm building / using is clip this, Sinez, put another banger out for me during the tournament. I'll clip it or something. Anyways, yeah, I bought him. I've bought a rare KNV, a common KNV, and a rare DCF God in the last 10 minutes.
Nice. I think those are good options, to be honest. DCF especially because he's quite active.
I had none of either of those three.
DCF definitely because he's quite active, and I think there's potential there.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people like that are going to start being more active because do I think the absolute bottom's in? No. But I feel like we're getting close. So I feel like we're going to start seeing more activity across the bigger investors like himself. And Jez as well.
Yeah, I think Jez is 5 or 6 this week. But yeah, as for fours, Doomberg's 1 post in 12 days, which did well, to be honest, which is why she's 66. But yeah, again, like at 4-star, I'd probably will still consider.
What do you think of Delta? I pulled a couple Deltas.
Consistent.
He's
I
falling
think
off.
there's a lot. There's definitely a lot of consistency there.
Okay, good.
Delta. But yeah, yet to really put like a top score in. Maybe this is the week, but yeah, I mean I've got a few commons as well and a few rares, so I do think I'll keep playing it. I think Tony's my like high ceiling pick, right? Like he came top 10, I think, a few like the week before the last. So
is he a 4-star?
He's a 4-star, right? And he's priced a bit higher than a lot of the other 4-stars, right? So I do think he's a good one. A lot of the other options like CL, I do feel that some of the ones that haven't been posting this week are going to do well next week. So like Ram, SERP, Wall Street Bets, CL. I think those are options I can potentially see near the top of the 4-star range in the next week's tournament.
Who so CL, you said CL, SERP,
Wall Street Bets, Ram.
Ram, okay.
Yeah, I think
Tony, of course, right? I kind of like Iceberg. Or go scroll up. Leo the Lion is probably, and then also Alex Cervec or whatever.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't
Same
really.
with
He has too
Mosey.
many
Is
followers.
Mosey on private still or no?
I don't think Mosey's ever been private.
Oh, not Mosey. It's not Mosey. Who's the other one that's always on private? Wrecked. Rectober.
Yeah, Rectober. I think
I
he's
always
off at
mix
the
those two
moment.
up. He's on private or
Mosey,
off?
he's off private. I think at the moment. Let
Rectober
me
is
check.
sweet.
Let me just double check. Yeah, he's off private. But yeah, again, like I said, the options I think are the better ones haven't been doing that well in the past 7 days. So I don't know how much to read into that. I wouldn't read much into that because I do think it's that sort of market. But yeah, I mean, you got other heroes to choose. I think the 4-star range again, like there's a lot of options. There's not really like a, you must have this hero sort of option.
Yeah.
Which is good because in the 3 and 4 you don't have like a must-have options. You have it in the 1 and 2s, but like in the 3 and 4 you possibly don't, right? So it definitely will make it more interesting as to what happens. But then yeah, moving on to the 5-stars, I think if I start near the bottom, right, Unipix has kind of dropped off. And I think the main reason of that is just, I think generally his content wasn't getting as much as traction as it was used to. And then also, like a lot of the meme tokens are down, right? So it's like very hard for others to engage. So yeah, I'm not sure on Unipix in particular. I think Stoic Savage is back on private, so not expecting not expecting him to do much there unless he comes off private. Jazz is always a decent option at 5-star, as is like Orangey. Who else is standing out here? Wang's been a bit more active in the last 10 days or so,
Johnny.
right? I think.
Oh, Johnny.
Yeah, I think he did well in the last tournament as well. Yeah, a bit more active because he did have.
What do you think of CBB? He's kind of fallen off a little bit.
I think he's always been like that, right? Like when he's active, he'll do well. When he's not active, like he still hits 600, 700, but he just doesn't post enough to like do well in a tournament. So
yeah, I guess he does one of his storytelling, but there's not enough people here to read into his story, like enjoy his storytelling right now.
Yeah, I think Alon for Pump Fun, I think he's always going to be a top option, right? When he's 5 or low, and I'd probably consider him in a few decks, right? And then who else we have? Chode. Yeah. Then we got Chode here. And Trader Main. I mean, Trader Main's not really been doing well in tournaments lately, like compared to what he used to be doing. But maybe he's starting to come back a bit of it as well. But yeah, I can see his chart going a bit better now lately. I sold all of mine, unfortunately, except I think I still have my rare, to be honest. But yeah, actually, I might have sold my rare as well. Actually, but yeah, no. Agent Chode. He's been relatively active in the last 7 days, as you can see. But it's when his inactive period comes, because if you miss 2 days like he did here, you can almost kind of have a bad score again, right? But yeah, I like Alon as probably my top option, because if he's active, I think he'll definitely become top 20. Like if he does more than one post. But other options, like I said, Jazz, Orangey, Jamps is quite active.
Jamsey's very consistent. I like Jamsey.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think there's a few here that are consistent that maybe not have the high ceiling, but so you never know. Like at least you're going to get 600 points from them, right? And yeah, Heart's another one that can potentially do well. Has a high ceiling. Interesting to see what she did in the last one. I think it is. Last good score was in December, actually, I think. Yeah, late December came in the top 10. Since then, more around 60th, right? 60th range. But yeah, no, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think that covers mainly the most of the heroes, right? Like if I just filter out like 6s and 7s, I think it's worth mentioning Versla Noon's been doing a lot more. Is doing a lot better, more consistently now, right? Just posting more generally, and as you can see, his ranks have been going higher and higher and higher. So I definitely think Versla Loon is amongst the best option, right? Like came 4th in the last tournament, like 18th, 4th, right? So definitely Vers, I think is going to be want to like just keep an eye on, because his price is low as well, right? Like you can't really.
You think he's good as an 8-star?
I mean, he's good, but he's not consistent enough, right? Like it's
Yeah,
not
so
like he's
more
gonna
like buy him when he's an 8, and then for to play when he's a 2 or 3.
exactly right. Like you
Yeah.
don't buy him when he's a 2, because everyone else will buy him when he's a 2, right? So it's that sort of thing. But you've got like Dick Wheeler, Lucas, amongst like Jack's been doing consistently well.
I just bid it on Jack.
I,
I seen
I think
Otto was
7.
buying Jacks. He made a legendary Jack.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Shout out to Otto.
But I think Nick, RWLK, Gao, these are heroes that can potentially hit top 5, right? I think those are definitely ones to consider for next week's tournament. Nick's engagement's been quite good on his videos lately. And then obviously 6 stars, like I said, Hunting Guri has a low follower count, so he's always a great option there. Thread Guy, Great Call, Taiki, like there's a lot of good options like Fragile as well. Greg's dropped down to a 7-star. I think he was on holiday. I think the Malt pointed out that it looks like he's out on vacation somewhere, which is why he's just posting good morning posts only. But yeah, Tyler's been kind of on and off, but as you saw with the tournament 2 weeks ago, he came 5th, right? So you can never rule Tyler out, right? Especially as a 6-star. So yeah, I think that covers pretty much everything for this tournament. Like I said, it's not going to be, as you've seen lately, it's a bit random, as in who ultimately gets in the top 5. But yeah,
you want to go over your like a couple decks quicker here? I can go over mine too.
There's definitely a few like Nick, RWLK.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. No, I was just wrapping up on the options, and yeah, that's pretty much the main options for next week. And I'll probably do a bit more of a detailed post later today, like a summary on of a tournament summary sort of thing. But yeah,
yeah. You want to go here? I'll share my screen real quick. I'll have you help me pick. Share. Did mine come up? It did come up. Okay. So competition. I've got. So we're gonna scrap these once it's doing that thing. Okay, here. So here we'll start. Or I'm just gonna scrap. Well, yeah, we'll just scrap them. Scrap. We'll start new. All right. So here, I want to put in. Do you think like a rare? Where's my boy at? Do I not have my? Oh, I think I have a bronze deck in. No, I don't.
All right, I just saw Bread Guy. That reminds me. I think it's Mega ETH.
The 4th or the 7th
tomorrow,
or
right?
the 9th.
It's
Tomorrow,
right?
is when
Yeah.
Mega ETH goes live.
So I think Bread Guy has a good chance. Just to have a hot start in the tournament, right? Like, Mega ETH stuff going on. Pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of like questions and posts and FUD from some people, right?
Yeah.
So I do think Bread Guy is probably one that's going to be a considerable option. But like you got to put your Luca nets in first, and then if you got DCF common or no,
I have a DCF rare, I think.
I see. Okay. Let's put some rares in first, then, right?
Let's see what we got left.
Like Clem's been crushing it. Like his videos are just so good. Like
yep.
Who else do I like here now? KNV rare as well.
KNV rare or DCF? I kind of like DCF over KNV.
Yeah, I like DCF. Yeah. Then you want to go probably start or Gout. You want guys that have a higher ceiling now.
Star Platinum. What is Star Platinum at? Oh wait,
8-star.
They're both stars at an 8. Gout's at a 7. So let's go with Gout for a 7. That leaves us 5 stars. Oh, I'd say orangey. Well, I don't know. I like Newsy lately. Let's look at Newsy stats. I've been accumulating Newsies.
Last tournament he was quite inactive, to be honest.
Oh crap, you're probably right.
Because I know
these that I really like is Sherpa. Sherpa's always been consistent for me, but I want to know the Frogs' take on this.
Yeah, it's a tough one because you want someone with the high ceiling here, right?
Hmm.
Like you got Gal, you got Clem, TCF.
Maybe orangey,
Yeah, he's good as well. If you take Gal out of the deck, just want to see what's possible. Like if you put in
like intern or Kate, like Kate,
Kate,
and I can go
and you got
intern common
six.
or
You
bread
know,
common.
Bread or Asphalin. I'd rather go Bread rare. I feel with
Do I have
Bread
a bread
like
rare? I do have a bread rare.
like if he's gonna score well, he's gonna do it on
He's
the
gonna,
TGE week, right? Like let's be
yeah,
honest, he hasn't done well in a while, right? But if he's gonna score well, it has to be during the TGE, right?
yeah.
It's
But
just
I'm worried he's
I
gonna
just
be too busy with TG to be able to post about it. Well, he's the social
uh,
manager. So,
but what does he need to be busy with? Do you get what I mean? Like everything's done
yeah,
now. Like TG is
true.
live. It's,
Yeah.
it's like it's like when intern Mona had their TG. Now with
What do you think
intern,
of this intern or I kind of like him here. Well, what's Luke been doing? Luke's usually pretty damn good. Yeah, Luke's consistent.
yeah,
It
Luke's
feels like
consistent.
it's sick. Oh
I
wait, hold
like
on.
Luke better now because Hype's doing well. I think Luke's kind of been his content was mainly focused on Hyper Liquid. So
Mhm.
and Asphalin's always consistent, right? So
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that 24. I think it's between these two. To be honest, 24. I think I'm gonna go Aspen. Lock it. I'm pretty happy with that deck, and I feel like I didn't use a lot of my stars. Like I've used all my stars, but I mean like not a lot of my. So Clam is someone I always like to get in early. Clam, Bread, but like these guys aren't ones I'd usually like pair. I call like one of my top players. This one I kind of do want to go with like a star platinum. So I would, since I got those lower stars, I do want to fit in my bigger eight. Actually, we're not gonna go 8-star. We went 8-star last time. So what small stars do you think we can put in here? Do you like Ultra lately? I don't think he's been doing that great, but I know you said something about him in the thing. Because I
yeah,
don't. We gotta put Davis in
Ultra's
there, maybe.
Ultra is quite inactive. So I think that's the only thing that's kind of in.
K and D, probably. K common.
It is silver, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just
Yeah,
start. Yeah.
KME
KV
common.
silver.
Yeah, KME
Common.
common. Right. Then if you go to your rares, I think if you look at your rares, I think Gout was the one that you did put in the other deck, right?
We can't fight it.
You can't find it. It's on YouTube. Tell her it's on YouTube. And tell her to search Kong Academy. Kong, Kongo. It's a kids learning game. Sorry, my son couldn't find. He thought it was on the PlayStation 5, the game he wanted to play.
All right.
It's like a Kong Academy. It's like they run and act, like squish bugs and stuff. But okay, so him and who else did you say?
I'd say put your rares in first because you want to get your good rares in, right? Yeah, Gout. I'll probably go with probably Star.
Is he off? Star, yeah, I do like
Yeah.
Star. I just want to see something real quick on him. So he's back up. Just at a 5-star, but yeah, let's try.
Yeah, a 5-star. He's pretty decent. October definitely.
And then, dude, he's been staying up. Like I can't believe 2 weeks in a row he stayed where he was. He's still hitting like him. I'm not playing him this week, but the next time he's a low star, I feel like he's gonna be a good play.
Yeah, I'm just putting him in a farming deck for now. We got Rectober. Got Jazz as a 5-star. It's decent, I guess.
Let's leave it 4, and then I'd go. I want to see this guy because this guy I pulled this week, but I don't know nothing about him. He's consistent.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't really hit high enough because of his follower count. So I've not really considered.
Does he have a big follower count?
Savanovic as a good option, but Mosley, like I said, he's been inactive, so it's a tough one. He could very well do be the best 4-star, right? But
yeah. Oh, I like
a lot.
Delta.
I think Delta. It's not that high, to be honest. I do think it's like 50K. I think if I remember correctly.
4.4K. And she's been posting. Her last post 20 hours ago got 9.4K, and it said, "What WTF? LOL." stat on crack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So she's a trade poster. Yeah, shit posting and trading crypto, sports bet sponsored by
If you
RainBet.
click off her, I think you got SERP, Wall Street Bets.
Oh yeah. Serp has
Hmm.
Serp been doing very well in tournament? Yeah, he's posting though.
He does a lot of streams as well. So what happens is when you do streams, you don't get the same level of views, which ultimately drags
Yeah.
your score down a bit.
Yeah.
Which no fault of his own. I mean, his streams are good. So, but
Yeah,
generally
I
they don't
watched his and-
really.
Did you see my stream with Meta Alchemist this week? It wasn't. I just reposted it on my page. Like I didn't actually stream it from my page. We streamed it on Meta Alchemist's page.
What was that again?
It was fun. We were talking about vibes coding and stuff.
Ah, right, yeah.
Dude, I went so long without posting because like I was just busy and stuff. So and I was like my streams go on the fantasy page and stuff. So like I haven't been posting on my account. I think the algo is like hates me right now because like even my wife isn't seeing my content very much. And I still only post like once a day, if that. So I need to start. You think if I start posting, and I don't reply either anymore, really, because I don't have time. I need to start
it's a
replying
tough
a little
one.
bit more and then post.
I think that's the issue, though, right? It depends on what you post, right? Like,
Yeah,
your followers probably are fantasy followers, right? Like,
yeah, and that's what.
if you post something about vibe coding, it'd be hard for it to break the thingy algo unless someone notable like comments on it, right, or something. Or
Yeah,
like it's like ultimately you need to look at, is it worth putting the time in to get that sort of reward, right? Like I'm not the one type of guy that was going to be spamming replies, like
Yeah,
be that
no, me
reply
either.
guy. I can't do that, but
I don't either. I just usually
But yeah.
reply on like people's stuff that I'll like see and find interesting, but like yeah, I've never posted a whole lot of replies. That's not my style. Like yours.
But yeah,
either,
this
right?
deck as
I kind of do want to go Delta here.
yeah, go Delta, I guess. That's a safe option.
And then we'll put one more in here. I do want to go Star here. And I wanted to get, I thought I picked up another low Star. Maybe I didn't. Part of me thinks that Fapital is going to go off this week since he didn't last week or the week before. But what are your thoughts on that?
Okay,
I forgot about CL. I gotta get CL in there.
Yeah, I'll definitely consider Fapital. I think because there's a possibility, one of his posts ticked off. But CL's kind of been on this vacation for quite 2 months now. I feel where he's just been a 3-4 star. He does it good enough to be 3-4, but never 1-2. So it's always tough, especially because then his ceiling won't be as high. I think Kate's definitely a decent option given she's a 6-star. Then you got 2 left.
Here, let's go. Let's switch that out and put in Rectober is a 5.
Yeah, Rectober is a 5. And then
let's go Cozy is an 8, but that's high. Want to go Wang as a 5.
John Wang, and then maybe KNV as a 2.
And then that gives me
maybe put like a top 7 in or something. Yeah.
I don't mind this.
Yeah, I guess you need, for them sort of decks to do well, you need your 2-star to outperform and get top 10, which is possible, right, with KNV, but
yeah. It'd be better with a DCF. Do you think I should take the DCF here and put him up here and the KNV down here?
No, I like that bottom deck better.
Yeah, I do too, actually.
With DCF, because I feel like DCF probably has. It looks like he's posting more frequently, at least.
So, I have a question. Do I take bread out of this and put so do a common bread and then take this guy out? I can't. I always butcher his names, why I'm not saying it. We follow each other, but how do you pronounce Alsfilin? Is that how you pronounce it? But yeah, take Asfalin out and put the rare Kate.
Yeah,
so rare Kate and then common bread. What do you think of that? Or no? Leave it as is.
Oh no. No, you can't have two rare
Leave it.
2-stars in a deck. I mean, it can work out,
Oh
but
no,
like
no, no. So,
I would never play
no,
like
we're
that.
not KNV. So it'd be rare clem, common bread, rare DCF, rare Kate, common Lucanets.
Rare K. Oh right, okay. So you're essentially saying replacing Asphalin with K.
And then turning bread common.
Possibly,
Just
yeah,
in case.
because there's a bit of a risk. Yeah, and bread doesn't go off. Yeah.
Yeah. Here, let's
Yeah,
go with that.
yeah, possibly that. I can see why you'd
And then
consider that over. I would feel like your 3 rares have to be really good in silver to like do well.
yes, they do. That's why I
You
felt
kind of need like
that.
4.
a little
Ultimately,
better.
you need 4,000 points from them at least, and then the rest you.
What do you think of Simon as a 5? I like Simon as a 5. But what's he been doing? Usually, like when he's like a 4 or 5 is when I feel like he pops off. Ooh, I'm actually gonna put him in here. 5, and that leaves us with what? Bring up 7. So if we go, I thought I had some good. So 5-2. What do we have for
quite a good
2s? We don't have any
4-3. I'd go 4-3.
4-3.
I'd put either Hugo or Davis as your 3, and you got 4. Mosey.
Wall Street Bets.
I lean towards Mosey over Wall Street Bets. Wall Street Bets has like 900k followers. Like he has to do really well.
Oh yeah, he really has to pop off to get that to go.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
Shall I do a few as well?
Yeah, let's get over to you to do some. I'll stop sharing. There you go. I'll bring you up.
I think I'll go through bronze, right? Because
Yep.
I think because you've done silver, I'll go through bronze. Just to see what the options. Like I did this deck here, and this is just to lock in a deck. But I think I'm going to change this because I feel like DCF is a good option this week, right? It saves me a star, so I don't need to put CL in a deck, which is good. Let's see what I could do here now because I feel like Alan at 5 is going to be like if he posts, it's going to be a good pick. So I'm left with 11 stars. I feel like I want to go 6 here. I've got so many options like Huntingary, Grit Call, Thread Guy, Taiki. He's doing well lately. So I think I'm tempted to go Huntingary, and then 5. 5 is a tough this week. Like, there's not really one that really like stands out to me. I almost want to avoid in a way, like having to pick one. Who's a good one? Okay. I almost want to do like an 8-3 combination here. Go with someone like Lucas, something like that. Just someone that I know that has a potential to do top 5. Like Clem's been so good lately because of his videos. Like, and one thing you can see is like his weekends he's not spending time on it, but then as soon as the week starts, like he's just cooking like back-to-back bangers after banger. Like
his videos are so damn good, like so good, man.
I think volume come down or something.
Volume on what?
I can't hear you.
Oh, that was farther away from my mic. My bad. Let me turn my gain up. Yeah, I'm in the midst of rearranging my office for different streams, so all that my chalkboard can be in the thing, the chalkboard I built. So yeah, my mic's like clear over there. So like the arm it's connected to is like screaming because I have it pulled so far. So is it better now? I put my gain up.
Yeah, it's better now.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Let me try this. If I do KMV out.
Oh, you're doing bronze. I forgot because I was like, why are you putting so many commons in, man? For silver.
Yeah, I'm doing. I think I like the idea of going 8-6 as a 1-2 here. So
I like Jack over Clem, to be honest.
Yeah, Jack's been really well.
He's been
well
cooking.
With his clips. If I go Jack.
And Jack started clipping, but like Jack told himself he was going to be the top crypto clipper like a year and a half ago, and he made that a reality, dude. He's awesome.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, he's doing well. I think I'll have to go with Alan. here, and then 6'5", 8'3", 7'4", which is a way to go here. I don't have a good seven.
I like 7'4". What do you have
Yeah,
for 7?
but I'd have the
Oh, you don't
seven.
have
The
a
good.
7
I'd have the best
7.
7 commons.
Do you have Got? Got, I feel it's like the best 7 common right
I
now.
have 4 rares, not any commons.
Oh
So
yeah.
I wish I had a Adam Cochran, because then it's kind of like you're gonna get
Is he a
90.
7?
He's at 8. He's at 8.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna go with
That's a steal and a half.
if I go Jack and then I go with a 3 now, right? Tough one. I'd have to admit. Tough options here, but I think I'm gonna go with. I don't like the ceiling on Mando and Psycho. I feel like someone's gonna hit 800 points here out of these, and I think I'm leaning towards Hugo here. Just as a risky option. I like how they all have the same they all have the same PFP as well. Remedial, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Jack, Alon, and Hugo, they all have the same PFP, so yeah, let's go with that. I'll put another one in because I do think KMV has a chance to outscore DCF. Actually, wait, I'm gonna do one with DCF and KMV and see where that takes me. Because I think those two combined might be one to play. Okay, so DCF and KMV. Then I've got 15 stars left. If I got Alan again, kind of want to go 6-4 this time.
Yeah.
Who do I go with 4? I think I go Tony.
I'd say Tony's a steal and a half. Like at 4, man. He's such a good 4. Do you think Taiki's gonna do well again, even as a 6?
He definitely has a chance. I felt like last week was his moment, right? ETH going down, everything going down. Like he shorts ETH all the time, so I definitely think that's a good possibility. But anyways, yeah, I do think one of Lucanet's KNB and DCF have to be in the deck. But like I said, we've seen crazy things happen during tournaments. Like, my screen's just frozen for some reason. After 1 second. Is there any arenas this week? I have 2 tickets.
No, come on, I've got 4 tickets. We need to run them. I think they just need to lower the amount of entries. So do 133 or something.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah,
I think they, or maybe even 250 or something. I don't know. But yeah, because there's people that have I know Crab has a bunch of tickets. Clay has a bunch of tickets.
Yeah,
I've got
I feel
4.
Definitely the interest is definitely dropping. To the point where I'm not sure.
If anything, they should be able to turn the frag tickets into something, right? To where you can if they're not going to keep doing arenas again. Oh, this is a good chance to say this. Even though I'm on the fantasy team as the content lead, and the pretty much the stream lead, not so much the content, but as the stream lead, and we are streaming on the Fantasy Top account. Nothing we say is to be ticketed as coming from the team. But yeah, okay, so we got that out of there. But no, I feel like they should be which you can't even do that because 100 frags is only worth $2, but just do the equivalent, right? So each ticket's worth $5 of USDC. So do the equivalent into I don't know, King of the Hill entries or something. I don't know.
Or just frags.
You don't just want them to
I think that's what.
Yeah, you just do them in the frags or something. But yeah,
I think frags is the most obvious one to do.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. I think I've covered up quite a decent bit there in terms of the hero options. I think we've gone through.
We've been on for about 45 minutes too, so I feel like it's pretty good time. And we started a bit late, due to me rambling.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll probably post a bit more detail, a post on X later today. Just going through, what we discussed, etc. Right. Otherwise, yeah, I think because obviously after I told you before that I have to go now as well. So, I think if we call it there, then Hopefully next week
Sounds
Crab's
good.
back, and then we can go a bit longer. Yeah.
Yep. Sounds good, brother. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you guys next week. HK, as always, thank you for being an amazing co-host, / co-founder of this show. But yeah, man, thank you. And we will see you guys all next week. Same place, same time. Probably closer to being on time. 7 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, we'll see you guys then. Bye, HK.
Bye.